Dear students, in the last class we have discussed about AIDS. We have discussed about the retrovirus, replication of retroviruses, then mode of transmission of AIDS, laboratory diagnosis of AIDS, treatment and prevention of AIDS. In this class, let us move on to the next concept, cancer. Cancer. Nowadays, most commonly we are hearing the word cancer. So many individuals are suffering from cancer nowadays. Cancer became one of the common disease in case of human beings nowadays. Cancer is a condition in which there is uncontrolled cell division occurs, and uncontrolled cell division results in the formation of excessive tissue or abnormal growth of excessive tissue. So cancer is a condition. Cancer is a condition in which there is uncontrolled cell division, resulting in the abnormal growth of excessive tissue, abnormal growth of excessive tissue. Cancer is a condition in which there is uncontrolled cell division. It is a condition in which there is uncontrolled cell division which results in the formation of excessive tissues, or which results in the abnormal growth of excessive tissue. Means here excessive multiplication or division of particular type of cells takes place. For example, consider it's a cell, single cell. This cell continuously undergoes division. The single cell continuously undergoes cell division. It will not stop. Due to the continuous cell division of cancerous cell, which leads to the formation of, or there will be a formation of excessive tissues, or the formation of excessive tissue is due to abnormal growth. Abnormal growth of excessive tissue takes place in case of cancer. The term cancer was introduced by Hippocrates. The term cancer was introduced by Hippocrates, and the study of cancer is called as oncology. Oncology is a branch of biology which deals with the study of cancer. Branch of biology which deals with the study of cancer is called as oncology. Every year, more than 1 million Indians suffer from cancer. Every year, more than 1 million Indians suffer from cancer, and many number of cancer patients die due to cancer per year. Or every year, more than millions of Indians suffer from cancer, and large number of Indians or large number of individuals all over the world die due to the cancer every year. In human body normally cell growth and differentiation is controlled and regulated. In human body, cell growth and differentiation, growth of the cell and differentiation of the cell, division of the cell is controlled. cell growth and differentiation is controlled in human body. Normally, the growth and differentiation of normal cells, the growth and differentiation of normal cells are highly controlled and it is regulated. The cell growth and differentiation of the cell is regulated in human body. But in case of cancerous cells, there is breakdown of this regulatory mechanism. In case of cancerous cells, there is breakdown of this regulatory mechanisms. Means, in case of cancerous cells, there is no control and regulation of the cancerous cell growth and differentiation. Growth and differentiation of the cancerous cells are not controlled or it is not being regulated. Normal cells in human body show a property that is called contact inhibition. In case of human beings, the normal cells show a property called contact inhibition. Contact inhibition is the property. Contact inhibition is the property shown by the normal cells. Contact inhibition means controlling or stopping. A contact inhibition property inhibits the uncontrolled growth of the normal cells. Contact inhibition property is specially meant for the inhibition of the uncontrolled growth of the normal cells. Means, because of the presence of the contact inhibition property, the normal cells shows controlled growth. It shows controlled growth. Whenever growth of the cell is required, at that time that particular cell grows. Whenever the growth and differentiation of the particular normal cell to be regulated, then the property called contact inhibition regulates the growth and differentiation of that particular normal cell. But contact inhibition property is lost in cancerous cells. Contact inhibition property can be seen in case of normal cells. It can be seen in case of normal cells, but contact inhibition property is absent in case of cancerous cells. Means, cancerous cells grow and differentiates in an uncontrolled manner. One cannot regulate or control the growth and differentiation of cancerous cells. Contact inhibition property is lost in case of, or it is absent in case of cancerous cells. Only in case of normal cells we can observe the property called contact inhibition. Contact inhibition is the property which inhibits the uncontrolled growth of the normal cells. But contact inhibition is absent or it is lost in cancerous cells. Due to the absence of contact inhibition property, is lost. It is lost in cancerous cells due to the absence of contact inhibition property. These cancerous cells divide continuously and they give rise to group of cells that forms tumor. Group of cells forms tumor. Contact inhibition property is absent in case of cancerous cells. Hence, the cancerous cells divide continuously. Cancerous cells divide or multiply continuously and rapidly. Due to the continuous multiplication of the cancerous cells, there will be formation of group of cells or masses of cells. That masses of cells or group of cells are called as tumors. Due to this, tumor is found. Tumor. Tumor is found. Tumor is nothing but mass or group of cells. Tumor is an abnormal growth and enlargement of new tissue. Tumor is an abnormal growth or enlargement of new tissue due to unlimited and uncontrolled repeated divisions of some cells. Tumor is nothing but abnormal growth or enlargement of new tissue due to unlimited and uncontrolled repeated division of some cells. Say this is a cell. This is a cell. This cell undergoes cell division continuously, and the cell division of this cell is not cell division of the particular cell will not be controlled. There is a uncontrolled and unlimited cell division of this particular cell. When this cell undergoes unlimited and uncontrolled cell division, that leads to the formation of mass of cells. Instead of the formation of one or two daughter cells, here many daughter cells are produced. That means mass of daughter cells are produced. Mass means group. This mass of cells, mass of cancerous cells or mass of these daughter cells are nothing but tumor. This is also called as tumor. And these tumors are of two types. There are two types of tumor. Two types of tumor. Types of tumor important. One is benign tumor. One is benign tumor. There are two types of tumor. One is benign tumor and another one is malignant. Benign and malignant are the two types of tumor. Benign and malignant tumor. Now let us discuss what is benign tumor and what is malignant tumor. What is benign and what is malignant tumor. Types of tumor is very important, or they may ask directly the differences between benign and malignant tumor, or what is benign tumor, what is malignant tumor. First, let us discuss about benign tumor. B-E-N-I-G-N, benign tumor. Benign tumor means here in this tumor the cell division remains localized. In this tumor is nothing but mass of cell. Here the cell division or division of particular tumor cell remains localized. Cell division remains localized. Remains localized means only in particular area only division of that particular cell takes place. And it do not spread to other parts of the body. Benign tumor cells do not spread to any other parts of the body. It will remain in particular part of the body only. Hence it causes little damage. Benign tumor means here the division of particular cell remains localized. For example, the division of particular cell is taking place in stomach, in a particular region of the stomach. For example, in the fundus region of the stomach or in the pyloric region of the stomach. in that region, in the pyloric region or in the fundus region of the stomach only, the particular cell divides continuously, and which leads to the formation of a tumor in the pyloric region or in the fundus region of the stomach. And that mass of cells or tumor cells do not spread to other parts of the body, like it do not spread to intestine, or it do not spread to brain or kidney, etc. It do not spread to any other parts of the body. It will remain in that particular region. Remains localized means in that particular area only we can observe the continuous or rapid division of particular type of cell. Hence, benign tumor cause little damage. It causes little damage. Usually it is not life-threatening. It is not a life-threatening. And in case of benign tumor, by using surgery, one can remove the benign tumors. One can remove this benign tumor, for example, which is present in the pyloric region of the stomach or in the fundus region of the stomach. We can remove the tumor, benign tumor present in the stomach region by the help of surgery. And it is not a life-threatening, means it will not cause danger to the life. After taking proper treatment, patient will be cured. In case of benign tumor, best example for benign tumor is uterine fibroids. Uterine fibroids. Uterine fibroids is an example for benign tumor. Next type of tumor is malignant tumor. Another type of tumor is the malignant tumor. Malignant tumor. Here, a mass of proliferating cells or tumor cells grow rapidly and invading and damaging the surrounding normal tissues. Here, the tumor cells grow rapidly. For example, this is a tumor cell. This is a tumor cell of malignant tumor cell. This malignant tumor cell grow and divide rapidly. They grow or divide rapidly, and then they invade the normal tissues of the body. For example, these are the normal surrounding tissues of the body. Normal surrounding tissues of the body. These tumor cells invade, means enter the normal surrounding cells, and thereby it damages the normal surrounding cells. Mainly these malignant tumor cells reach or invade and damage the surrounding normal cells or normal tissues through the body fluids like blood and lymph. Through the help of body fluids like blood and lymph, these malignant tumor cells invade and damage the surrounding normal cells. And after damaging the surrounding normal cells, here in this region there will be formation of secondary tumors. Secondary tumors. For example, suppose a type of malignant tumor is present in the stomach. Then from the stomach, tumor cells reach the blood or reach the lymph. Then through the blood or through the lymph, these malignant tumor cells present in the stomach may reach the intestine. Then in the intestine there will be formation of secondary tumors. And here tumor cells are actively dividing. Tumor cells are actively dividing and they grow. Malignant tumor cells rapidly they grow and they are actively dividing tumor cells. Due to the active division and growth of the malignant tumor cells, they starve the normal cells by competing for vital nutrients. See, these are normal cells. Normal cells. These are cancerous cells. These cancerous cells compete with the normal cells for nutrients. For nutrients, these cancerous cells compete with the normal cells. Due to that competition, normal cells will be starved. It starves the normal cells because these malignant tumor cells compete with the normal cells for vital nutrients. Then one more property is metastasis. Example for malignant tumor, any tumor. You can write kidney tumor, or you can write the tumor, malignant tumor grown in the stomach or in the intestine, etc. Last one is metastasis. Metastasis is the property of formation of new tumor. Metastasis is the property of formation of new tumor by the transport of malignant tumor cells to different parts of the body through blood and lymph. See, malignant tumor cells transport to different parts of the body through the blood or through the lymph. Then, in another part which leads to the formation of new tumor. For example, tumor cells present in the stomach reach the intestine through the blood or through the lymph. Then, tumor cells which has entered into the intestine undergoes rapid growth and multiplication in the intestine, which leads to the formation of a new tumor in the intestine. That property is called as metastasis. Metastasis is the property of formation of new tumor by the transport of malignant tumor cells to different parts of the body through blood and lymph. This is about cancer and two types of tumor. In the next class, we will discuss about causes of cancer and detection of cancer. Thank you.